Once upon a time, on a day unlike any other before it, shooting stars poured from the heavens and streaked across the night sky. However, it was not stars that fell to the earth that fateful evening, but beautiful stones. Mysterious power resided in these stones, a power no one had ever witnessed before. Naturally, people from every corner of the world sought to study and uncover their secrets. But then, on another night filled with shooting stars many years later, dark stones as black as night rained down from the sky, overwhelming the world. It was from these stones that many terrifying creatures appeared, spreading disarray and chaos, destroying the people, animals, flowers, and trees of this world. Just when hope was all but lost, the world poised to be swallowed by despair, they emerged, descending from the sky.
Mama, who are they?
Those are Musicarts. And the people beside them here are conductors. So, with the help of those mysterious stones, they're able to use music to fight.
Music?
Sorry, sweetie. Mommy wishes you could have experienced what music sounds like. But one day, maybe, you'll get to hear just how beautiful it is.
Is this town gonna be our new home, Mom?
Let's hope so.
I'm gonna go check it out.
Don't wander too far.
Just to the market, Mom. Promise! What's this?
This is a piano.
Never heard of one.
Do you hear it? That note as it dances through the air. It's perfectly pitched and finely tuned. Of course you are. All this time, you've been waiting. For the return of music, your grand encore.
What do you mean? What do you mean by music?
Mommy! Hear that? What's that sound?
This guy's amazing. Is he actually playing? Run! It's a D2!
This piece is Symphony Number 5. Destiny.
It's time. Let the performance begin!
It's a Musicart! Now play. That we call music.
Mister?
Please pull yourself together, Maestro TAKT. If this is how you fare when you're up against a single mid-level D2, we're never going to make it to New York. Clearly, you are lacking stamina and mental fortitude.
1, I didn't ask your opinion. 2, the reason why I'm laid out like a pancake on the pavement is you! You fight inefficiently, it drains me dry!
A lioness uses every ounce of her strength, no matter the prey.
Your tantrums throw off my timing! Show some restraint, please! I beg of you!
Very well. I suppose that I can understand your irritation to some degree. Objectively speaking, lack of restraint is a troublesome flaw for a weapon to have. In fact, once we reach the New York Symphonica, I would like to request a tuning adjustment.
And I would like to request a hand if you don't mind. Any time now would be great!
Of course. I knew I'd find you making trouble, TAKT.
Anna, yeah.
We take our eyes off you for 1 minute to go shopping, and you go and cause a scene. Ugh, you're the worst.
It was her!
Maestro's lying.
Car! Right now!
Pardon the intrusion. We're done now, so please carry on with your everyday lives. Thank you.
Okay, Cosette, it's time to bounce.
Yes, I'm coming, big sis.
Listen, I'm gonna spell this out in slacker terms that you can understand, TAKT. We still have some driving to do until we reach New York, okay? With who knows what standing in our way. And there's no way we're gonna make it in one piece if the three of us aren't on the same page. No more acting on your own. We're in this together, you got it? Hey, you wanna give that a rest?
I need to play more.
Because it worked out so well the last time.
That was a real piano, though! Just begging to be played! I could have sat there for hours!
Are you listening to a word I said?
If I don't play again soon, I'll die!
Maestro, if you pause the dramatics and think, logically it would have been impossible to continue playing there.
I don't need you telling me what's logical. That isn't your job. Your job here is killing any D2s that show up. Simple as that.
That sounds fair. Just as long as you provide the calories necessary. I'd like more biscuits, please.
I hate to say it, but we're fresh out. Those were the only snacks I could find in that town. We'll fuel up soon, Kay?
Then I will wait.
Boxes of the junk and you're asking for more. Just shove a potato in her mouth. You spoil her too much.
I've only got one little sister to spoil.
What about Charlotte out in New York? She's your sister too.
Lottie is my older sister. Cosette is the only little sister I have. Such a dum-dum. Right, Cosette dear?
Yes, that's right, big sis.
Anyway, moving on. We still have a lot of ground to cover. And you want to get checked out as soon as possible, right, Cosette?
I also require more sweets.
Especially more sweets. I won't forget.
How in the hell did you three end up all the way out here? Couldn't have picked nastier timing for a road trip.
Enjoy. Taking this route is the quickest way to get to New York from here, isn't it?
Sorry, lady, but there's no way you're gonna make it. You're not wrong about the route. This road will take you through town in the direction of the East Coast. Problem is, the D2s have nested there. Business was booming, and things finally seemed to be getting back on track. But then a bunch of the monsters just showed up out of nowhere. Everyone took off, scram. Now we're all that's left here, picking up the pieces. Of course, we're barely hanging on by a thread ourselves. The nest squeezed us dry, choked off the traffic. Only a matter of time now before we have to close up shop.
What are our options if we avoid this route?
I'd say your best bet is to circle around down south. Unfortunately, the folks there aren't in much better shape. Roads are all torn up, bridges down, and I hear there are spots you can only get through by boat.
So, which part of the plan involved getting us stranded?
Hey, not another word out of you, piano freak.
Grand Maestro Sagan said he was going to put an end to all those D2 monsters. 4 years later, and it's still a damn mess. A nightmare that never ends.
Man, what a muted crowd.
Maestro TAKT, I have now replenished the necessary calories. Am I free to execute the command you gave me earlier?
Command?
I'm sensing a number of D2s are gathered in that direction. I, of course, could immediately eliminate every last one of them. After which, our route to New York would then be secured, and you would be free to enjoy that particular musical device.
Sure, I'm sold.
Oh, no!
Is that a Musicart?
For the last time, use a door! And why didn't you stop her?
Because music takes priority over everything else. Also, it'll be easier to get where we're going, so it's a win-win.
You suck! Get your butt back here, Cosette!
Discordant static. How many? Yeah, it's looking like... we're screwed.
Cosette, say something! What happened?
A total defeat.
Cosette, no!
Hey kid, you okay? A conductor and a Musicart in this old diner. Who'd have thought?
They're here to save us. I bet they're putting their heads together to cook up a plan.
Okay, let's go over this one more time. What is our primary objective?
Playing music.
Complete annihilation of every D2.
You guys have got to be kidding me with this! This is so unbelievable! We're fixing up Cosette at the New York Symphonica! Literally a one-step plan. And if the two of you don't shape up quickly, then we're never going to make it there, agreed?
Yes, I am in agreement. Maestro and I will deplete our strength and cease functioning before reaching New York.
If you understand that, then why won't you just do what I ask for once?
Please do something.
Your selfishness is what led to this breakdown, Maestro.
Music is what's going to save the world. If annihilating the D2s is what you're so good at, why couldn't you finish them off before? Chew before you speak.
I said I performed well despite the outcome. I was relentlessly accosted by the D2s. Therefore, I eradicated any I encountered, but the creatures began to proliferate at an increasing rate. To put an end to them, I released a kaboom. Only to be hit by another kaboom. A quite underhanded kaboom by an enormous something that remained hidden. With great precision and desperation, I utilized every technique to extract it, expertly strategizing my every move.
And how did that work out?
As you can see, it worked out rather poorly. You lacked energy and I lacked something else. My conductor.
You took off with such unbridled confidence that I wrongly assumed you wouldn't require my help. I overestimated you, tuneless Musicart.
Shut up and listen! No more rushing off! No more kabooms!
So unless that unknown creature is eliminated, music is gonna be off limits while we're stuck out here. Without music, I'll definitely die.
Priorities, please.
The D2 put up significant resistance to remain underground. I've no doubt it will attack ruthlessly should we provoke it.
What's it doing down there? And why?
Who knows? Who cares? All we have to do is drag the thing out, and there you have it. End of story.
And once we have, I shall bestow a most fearsome kaboom.
Okay, so what's the real plan?
I'll serenade them with their beloved music until they can't take it anymore.
Man, feels like it's been ages. I'm still hyped from that performance.
Yeah, it gave me chills.
With that D2 gone for good thanks to Miss Musicart, things ought to be safe around here now.
Hey, Mom, can I try touching that thing?
You sure can.
Yeah, awesome!
Pardon me, I need to borrow this a moment.
D2's loathe sounds birthed from human innovation, especially melodies with harmony and rhythm. The more exquisite the piece, the more unbearable the noise, the more tempting to eradicate. Now, let the recital begin. Black stone, of course. So they came to this town because the Black Knight Siderites attracted them. No wonder they don't show themselves. This intermission is over. Now it's time. Let the performance begin!
It must be the Black Knight Siderite giving you your power. Well, that won't do. The solution is simple enough. I'll shatter the stone itself!
Now for the grand finale!
Now that that mess is cleaned up, it should be smooth sailing to New York so long as we don't have any more detours.
I don't know about you guys, but I feel like I might actually be in a good mood today.
Very curious. Humans invest such skill and passion, and for what? The simple act of creating something that will provide nutrients.
You lucked out somehow, but I'd appreciate it if you two kept me in the loop next time you decide to save the day. Especially you, slacker.
Now I just need to find a grand piano. Has to be one out there.
The hole in the center is regrettable. How anyone can permit such a flaw is beyond both my reasoning and my sympathy.
Hey, I'm talking over here.
It's a beautiful day to play.
Well, no matter. If it provides the necessary calories for strength, it will suffice.
Ugh, for crying out loud! Will someone please just listen to me?
あの街向かった僕らでたらめな歌を歌いなんだよそれで笑う旅は続くと思ったカラスが続く道のあとどれだけ歩けばいい振り返ってももう見えない輝くのは過ぎた日同じ時思い出して弾くよ弾くよ弾くよほら君と見上げてた流れ星連れて行くあの歌をあの時のあの夜を僕らがいるいつでも会える寂しくないよそこにいるから忘れはしない響けかな懐かしさですが僕らに届くまで